They've come from outer space! Might you direct me to the Ministry of Silly War? Salutations!
Shammy, we gotta stop this radio show. We can't have people freaking out about aliens. My life's already inconvenient enough. You think looking this good just happens by itself?
Why do you think I'm on this show if not to save your figurative bacon? Please relax.
There's gotta be something I can do about the UFO crazies who are gonna call the station. You know, something explosive.
All you need to do is disrupt them. These people always use public phones. But the DJ will announce their location at the beginning of each call. They should be easy to find.
Then I get to make with the Annihilation. Got it.
Violence is not the only path, my son. You need only disrupt them. Their deaths are not necessary.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. Listen, you do your thing and I'll do mine. Capiche? Alright, time to listen in, find the crazies, and take them down.
Make sure to get the calls off the air before they betray any conclusive evidence. It will not be hard for me to discredit them once they have disappeared.
Welcome back. You've tuned into our newest program, Alien Overlords, Myth or Reality. We want to hear from you, our listeners. But first, let me introduce a man of some note, Mr. Guru Shamalama, leader of the relatively recent Arkvoodle phenomenon. Tell us, Mr. Guru, why should we worship this Arkvoodle?
Because Arkvoodle is Lord of the Sacred Crotch.
Please go on.
He who accepts Arkvoodle as his personal lord and sexual savior can achieve unprecedented sexual prowess and prosperity in all matters of the groin.
Fascinating. And time for our first caller, Jeff from Soho Bridge. Hello, Jeff. What's the buzz?
I was abducted by it. They took me up into their spacecraft.
You mean spacecraft?
No, it was a big floating raft made out of helium and raffia. I was asleep, but the aliens woke me up and told me I'd been chosen for my outstanding physical condition. I was like, blimey, they're after me on board.
Somebody call the Royal Marine Commando!
Space lad to conduct experiments on the emaciated yet mobile frame.
And where was this secret lair?
It was on the moon, in the rings of Saturn. It took us a long time to get there, but they fed me so many martinis I hardly came. Then they took me into a room lined with different probes, every shape and size, all sparkling clean. They seem to be very highly conscious, really, and quite considerate too.
It certainly sounds that way. And what did the aliens look like?
They were small and green, they were, with big eyes.
Hello? Hello? Jeff seems to have been cut off. That's odd.
I believe I've heard of this Jeff before. It caused some trouble for Arkvoodle some weeks back when he escaped from a local mental institution. Perhaps the wardens managed to pry him away from the rec room phone.
Fascinating. Astounding. Stay tuned for more alien overlords, fact or fiction. Our next caller is Robert from Parliament House. Tell me, Robert, you're not a loony, are you?
No, I'm a public servant, actually.
Much of a muchness these days, eh? But what's your reason for calling? Astral projection? Visitation?
I guess you could call it a visitation. 10 years ago, when I was pruning my roses, as lovely as they are in the springtime, there's really nothing like it.
Yes, go on.
All right. Well, I looked up from my rose and wasn't there but a little green man in a spacesuit staring at me with deep, googly eyes, waving his hands about like a crazy man. It was like this or the misreported assassination of President Huffman. Of course, I didn't know that at the time, but the green man just stood there, waving his arms and dancing from foot to foot like some kind of...
Absolutely fascinating. Did you speak to this green man?
It took me a moment to get over the shock, but as soon as I could, I asked him if he wanted to come inside for a crumpet and tea. I thought at first he hadn't understood because he kept dancing, and I wondered if maybe it was some kind of mating ritual. Then I became distinctly uncomfortable. But then,
Hello? Off again. Can't believe this.
You do seem to be having terrible luck with colors. Then again, I bet his sample was nothing more than dog poo frozen in a buggy.
You may be right. We'll let anyone on the radio these days. Our next caller is Cynthia from Hyde Park. Welcome to the show, Cynthia. And for God's sake, please be sane.
Oh, I'm quite safe. Although I have in fact encountered aliens.
Oh, yes? And tell us, Cynthia, what makes you different?
The fact that I have a barrel of alien spores sitting in front of me in the middle of Hyde Park, and I'm inviting everyone to come and take a look for themselves. It's a life-changing experience.
Cynthia? Oh, I'm getting thoroughly... we'll leave you with some lovely ambient jazz while we head on down to the park and check out the veracity of her claims. Stay tuned.
Right, thanks for the practice. Fly away. Give it a rest, I'm sure.
And we're back. On behalf of the management of this station, I would like to apologize for the uncooperative attitude of many of our participants today. and I regret to inform you that this will be the last show on UFO sightings that we will be airing. Tune in next week for public servants, verbally proficient or mentally deficient. Until then, bye-bye.